let's just take a couple of calls that have been waiting. First time caller line, you're on the air with Richard C. Hoagland and Art Bell. Hi.
Hi, Art.
Hi, where are you?
I'm in San Diego.
Okay, what do you know?
Well, Alta Vista has a translation program on the page, and we ran the web page from France through the translator.
Oh?
And the title on the page is A Planet Around Pegasi.
What?
It goes on, and it's a little bit choppy, so it's kind of hard to read, but it names two people from the Observatory of Geneva. The names are Michael Mayer and Dieter Queloz, I believe.
Really?
And these two people have found an object of large mass, approximately half times the size of Jupiter, and they believe it's orbiting around a star at Pegasi. And
the double star.
EQ Pegasus, yes.
Yeah, but EQ is the designation of the star system. There are two stars in the system.
Do they specify which one it is?
What it says is orbit around the star of type Solar 51 Peg.
Oh no, that's 51 Pegasi. That has nothing to do with EQ. That's the star system that the guys in San Francisco found by Doppler data several years ago. Had a Jovian type, a Jupiter-sized planet orbiting in a very weird elliptical orbit. That's nearby in the sky, but it's not nearby physically.
Well, they go on to say, they talk about the spectrograph analysis, and the graphic that they have is very similar to the one on your page, and it talks about it talks about the large object having a orbit of 4.2293 days.
Yeah, this is the 51 Pegasus story, which is old news. It has nothing to do with EQ Pegasi, which is a separate star system.
All right.
In the same constellation.
Caller, we appreciate that. And listen, just very quickly, caller, what do you think about all this so far?
I have a hard time believing that the whole thing isn't just a hoax. And
why?
Hoax and hoax and hoax to cover up hoax.
No, why?
Well, no, let him finish. To cover up, he was saying to cover up something.
Well, I think initially someone got himself in a little bit deeper than what he wanted to by trying to explain something before he had all the answers. And so he concocted some hoax to explain his story, and it just kind of tumbled on from there.
All right, so that man, Richard, believes that it was real in the beginning, somebody found something, and then did all this to cover his tracks.
Well, that still doesn't explain the real signals. And we've got Australia with an incredible real signal.
It is a whopper.
The reason I'm so intrigued with Australia, let me get to this point. All right, we have these three data points. We have Guernsey, remember the astronomer in Guernsey,
sure.
Amateur.
Sure.
We have the amateur astronomer in Japan.
Yep.
Oka.
And we also have had screen dumps from that.
Yes, and well, we still do, because we found that the GeoCity site was saved by AOL, and except for the last couple of posts last night, the whole site has been reconstructed over on AOL.
You're kidding.
And there is a link through Enterprise and through your site.
Really?
Keith has been... Hey, come on, Scotty's good.
Yes, he is, but I wonder how long it'll be before the NSA logo goes up there.
That's what we're going to find out, aren't we? By the way, we stuck the NSA logo over on Enterprise in our update tonight, just to see if they want to come and take it down.
They will.
Well, we'll see.
Well, ask Scotty about the FBI.
We will see.
And the NSA is probably meaner than the FBI.
We will see.
We'll see. All right.
Anyway, all right. The reason we got excited is because we've got some real radio engineers. There's a gentleman tonight in Los Angeles who has been in this field for probably 30, 40 years, who is building a system with antenna and feed horns and all that, so Enterprise can do its own confirmation. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep his name held back for the time being until he's got something, and then we'll put him on the air and we'll let everybody see the data on the web. All right?
Sure.
He knows what he's doing. He's forgotten more about radio than most of these young guys know at the moment. He is very intrigued with the plot, the trend curve that I was on Friday night, which is, if you assume this thing is not at the star, but is traveling, a probe coming toward us,
mm-hmm.
and you assume that it's meant to attract attention at the rest frequency of hydrogen, which is 1420, then the 1453 we originally got reported has got to be a blue-shifted, on-rushing tone, like a train coming toward you with a whistle on.
Right.
If it's slowing down, that frequency has to drop by a certain predicted amount every single night, producing a curve. These three observations are, this is what's so exciting in real science, these three data points from Guernsey, Japan, and Australia fit that curve beautifully. And it comes to zero the first week in December, around December 7th on this plot, which is the date that our Pentagon guys have been telling us something's going to land north of Phoenix. Now you put this together. This is real data, good sourcing from intelligence sources. You got this hoax over here. It looks like a smokescreen. It looks like designed to get everybody to say, they're crying wolf and go away and not pay attention until it's too late to mess up the plan.
All right, one more before the top of the hour. Wildcard line, you're on the air with Richard C. Hoagland and Art Bell. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Where are you?
My name is John. I'm calling from New York City, Art.
Hello, John.
And I could confirm this from a different slant. There's an astronomer in New Jersey. His name is Bill Donahue. He has a website called hiddenmeanings.com where he's been following this Pegasus for about a good year now.
A year?
A year?
Listen, but see, I have to ask you gentlemen to stretch, even you guys, because this is quite a stretch for even me. He's an astronomer, but he uses the Bible as an astrological interpretation of the universe. And he has a show on Manhattan Cable, and I just turned it on once by a freak. And he went on that the book of Revelations, the end coming, the first horse of the apocalypse, is the white horse, whose constellation equivalent in the sky is Pegasus.
That's not a stretch at all, sir.
All right. Now, if I could bring this a little farther, now, he believes that the Bible, the second coming, this individual will come from this galaxy. Now, if the government received the signal, has decoded it like you said, the dark side, who doesn't want to lose the power structure, says, hey, we already have this technology where we could send somebody up and come back down to beat the individual who's coming from Pegasus. This way we can ensure our power structure. And if you go on to read the Bible, now I was raised Catholic, but as a New Yorker, I just left it all behind. It says that the Antichrist that comes serves the beast, and the beast has 7 heads. Now, if you look at G7, it's the 7 richest Western powers. They would be the ones who had an interest in starting this hoax to get everybody look away while they send their men up to come down. Now, you could go to his website, and he has more or less, you have the scientific side, and he has the spiritual side.
I hear you. All right, what is the website again?
The website is www.hiddenmeanings.com. Hiddenmeanings.com.
Key
it up now, you'll see he has Pegasus up there. His name is Bill Donahue, and he runs a church dealing with this in Fork River, New Jersey. You could subscribe to his newsletter. He'll send
all right, enough already.
Yeah.
Richard, any comments on all of this?
Well, the comments are that a lot of people are looking at these turbulent times, and they're seeing portents and signs, and we have sacred documents that make certain predictions. I have been saying for some time, as we have decoded this Egyptian mythos in a place where it has no business being at all, in the most sacrosanct scientific agency we think we've got, NASA, that there are an elite group who are basically attempting to either follow or make come true what I've been calling the Armageddon script, based on the ancient Egyptian, which was then updated in the Christian tradition in Revelations.
Or put another way, what this man says fits in.
It fits in beautifully. Now, it doesn't mean it's true. It simply means there's a perceptual belief by a few in key places who want to make it true. That's a big difference. And if they have the technology and power, and the most important power they have is secrecy and disbelief, it is a reasonable scenario. You know, we're talking about agencies now.
Okay, well, unless I misheard what the man said, and he's still here.
I'm still here.
I don't think I did. He said the same thing, that essentially exactly what you said.
Yeah, we're not far apart. And I'm saying that these commercials running are telegraphed from people who are more in the know than we are, and are telling others that are in the know, get ready.
All right.
The horse as a symbol of death is a very powerful symbol, Art. That's what makes me very uncomfortable about a lot of this story.
Caller, thank you. We'll get a link up to that site.
Thank you.
All right, from New York City. Richard, New York City, Manhattan, Richard's old home. Do you miss it, Richard?
Nope.
No,
I love the higher desert.
Yeah, you're way up there. All right, hold on. We're at the top of the hour. We'll break here. And again, all phone lines are being restricted to people who have information on this particular subject. I'm Art Bell, and this is Coast to Coast AM.